One cold game.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, finally, broadcasting live from high atop Abbott and Scott Studios. Yes, we've had a name change a little bit here. We are now officially under the LLC, so good luck trying to sue us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is the Mike and Jrod Show. Coming to you live.
What's up, Jared?
Just outside of America's Music City.
Yeah, high atop.
It's Abbott and
difficulties.
Scott now. So
okay.
now that we're an LLC, to protect ourselves from people suing us because we didn't go on live at the right time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we apologize. But you could see us on Facebook Live. We've got it set up.
Wise.
YouTube Live, and what else?
Right now we're Facebook Live and we are YouTube Live. And yes, actually, this does cost us money.
Yeah.
So, if you want to buy some of our cool stuff, you can now.
Yeah, we have a store that is up on our link tree.
Yep. MikeandJrod.com. So buy all kinds of goodies.
Yeah.
And we're kind of getting used to the new setup. You can kind of see, we see a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
And yeah, when I don't wear the Vols shirt, the issues go away. I hear you, Reagan.
Yeah,
I hear you.
That's right. So yeah, this is the Michael Jordan show number 23.
Oh yeah. It's the MJ show.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah.
For the MJ show.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
I like that.
It's got a good ring. So yeah, we're hoping we're making us a little more accessible as far as through live streams, not just on YouTube, and will then also get us some more viewers. Make
That's
it a
the
little
hope.
easier. Yeah, that's the hope. But here we are. Sorry we're late once again, but should be a good show now. We're excited. Was off last week where we were out. I had minor nasal surgery. Everything's good. I'm fine. I can breathe a lot better now, though. So we decided not to do it. I was still a little drainage, and I wouldn't say groggy. I was good on Thursday, but just had a lot of drainage and stuffed up still. But now my nose is clear. I feel good, and here we are. We're excited.
And just so you know, too, and I don't know if you've noticed, I guess there's not really much to notice. I'm looking behind us. All our trinkets are missing from our normal location. We've kind of moved them up into the corner for right now. We're remodeling the
studio.
Well, okay, so this is a studio, I guess.
It is a studio.
I keep picturing this as being my oldest daughter's bedroom. But yeah. So this is this is a multi-purpose room. How about that? We'll call it the multi-purpose room. We're going to actually put some shelves behind us here and try to make some space so that we can have guests. So we want to have Michael's wrestling buddy to show off his wrestling outfits. And
maybe
Michael
that'd be cool.
do a little display for us and show off his muscles, and
just plenty of room so we can do activities.
That's right. Activities.
Yeah. So.
And I saw Nate's show I saw Nate's podcast. Had Ben Roethlisberger on there.
Yeah.
And then he was on Ben's show, Ben's podcast, and he was wearing all his Vanderbilt gear. And I thought, okay, do I want to be like Nate and wear all my Vanderbilt gear? Nah. We're going to go Vols today. So I got out my Yeehaw Tennessee Vols beer today. Let's see, which camera are we on here?
Straight ahead.
There we go. Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Good deal.
And so
shows up well.
Because I think most of the time we're on 1080p, so we should be running HD with the new connection. Thank you to Restream, who we're paying, so I guess I shouldn't even be promoting. We're paying them; they're not paying us. I wish they were. Hey, Restream, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on for a sponsorship. So
thank you.
But they're like, thank you so much for paying us.
We're not coming on. So speaking of Vandy, they've got 2 wins in a row in basketball. It's getting close to March Madness, getting down.
Hearing a lot of talk about Vandy being in the tournament.
I know they won last night. 2-point win, pretty good win on the road at Texas A&M.
Here on the top here, driving me crazy.
Yeah, get that off there. Yeah, so they've won 2 in a row. They beat Ole Miss last Saturday. They beat Texas A&M last night.
That Texas A&M win's big win.
Yeah, it was on the road as well. So I'm hoping.
Yeah, well, you not talked about this winning on the road versus winning at home.
Yeah.
Hard to win on the road.
And the committee likes to see you win on the road. That's big, especially here late in the year to get
proof proof in the pudding kind of thing.
Yeah. So pretty cool.
Did you get the standings of all the SEC teams that are going to be likely going to the tournament?
Oh, well, no, I don't have that, but I have the SEC standings here. And
well, if Vandy's a bubble team, right? Then everybody around Vandy is considered bubble, right? And everybody above Vandy would be likely in. Right?
Yeah, you could say that. Well, I don't know.
I haven't even looked lately.
Yeah, I'm not sure Mississippi State's. Oh, well, there we go. Alabama killed Mississippi State Tuesday night. Alabama had 22 threes.
Well, I mean, Bama will be in.
Yeah,
right? Bama's going to be in the tournament.
Bama be in. Yeah, right? I'd say looking at my
Tennessee will be in the tournament, right? Auburn will be in the tournament.
Yeah, Auburn, Alabama, Florida.
Oh yeah, Florida.
Tennessee, Missouri, Texas A&M. Then I'd say Kentucky gets in. Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Vandy on the bubble. What I would say.
Oh, and one more thing. With us trying out the new software, if you do see any streaming issues, please send us a quick message. We can accept messages via Facebook, I believe, as well, although we've not had that tested yet. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. I'm not really sure. That's a new platform for us.
Yeah. But yeah, so SEC, they say it could be 11 teams.
Wow.
Get in. And I think that would be a record for them. Some other conferences through the years have gotten, ACC, I believe, done it. A couple conferences through the years have gotten 11 in, but that's rare. But you got to take into account now a lot of conferences now have 16 or more teams. Oh,
yeah, you got so many teams in the conference
itself. Yeah, you're adding a lot more. Yep. So,
Jason's rooting for Duke. Man, Jason is super Ivy League, isn't he? Notre Dame and Duke.
Yeah, what?
Like he's like mega. Next thing you know, he's going to be rooting for Harvard.
He sounds like a front runner. Notre Dame, then Duke.
Harvard. That was supposed to be funny. Harvard doesn't really have a team worth anything.
Oh, they have a team though. Oh, audience. Oh, there's our audience. They fell asleep in that hour it took.
We're not on our game after we spent.
No.
So just so you know, we spent an hour trying to figure out passwords.
We're discombobulated.
Did we just freeze?
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if they see a freeze.
I don't know. You know, I thought we'd fix this.
They're good. I think it's good. Maybe it's just here. Yeah, you are a front runner. Yeah, bandwagon. There you go, Reagan. But I could say the same about Reagan.
Well, but the thing is I would say Jason is one of those people I would say, hey, you know, he's always been a Duke fan and he's always been a Notre Dame fan now.
Oh, has he? Okay. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, well, you know him.
I don't know for sure. You never really know somebody.
No.
Just like you, Michael. I don't really know you.
You know I'm Vandy through and through.
You are a diehard Vandy, that's for sure. Winner or loser, diehard Vandy all the way.
Yeah.
Vandy to the house.
This is a fun time of year getting here to tournament time. I like even starting with conference tournaments. It's fun to watch. And I watch some nobody conferences that winner gets into the winner.
Oh yeah, like the what conference is Gonzaga in? Reagan would know this.
Man, it's changed.
Because like there's teams like I think of Gonzaga when I think of teams that are not in a big conference that seem to always kind of show up.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering what conference they're part of.
They were whack, I believe, at one time. I don't know. It's changed here lately, so I can't say if I know for sure or not.
Reagan's been an Alabama and North Carolina fan
Yeah, I've known that. I
since birth,
I can attest
almost.
that. I remember in school.
So in Reagan's story around Alabama, who was your buddy in school, Reagan, that was an Alabama fan? Gonzaga's the WCC.
Yeah.
Who was that
West
buddy of
Coast
yours,
Conference.
Reagan? Who was it? Aaron? Is it Aaron? Who was it? There's a buddy of Reagan's whenever he was younger
I don't know.
that he's determined his entire Alabama fandom off of.
Oh, really?
A friend of his was a fan of Alabama, and that's the origination of Reagan's. But I mean, it was early. It's like kindergarten, first grade, something like that. I thought.
Yeah.
This is just off of my memory.
Well, okay, like pro teams I get, because especially if you're from around here, pro teams back in the day, like baseball, I became a Cardinals fan because my pee-wee team was the Cardinals, and after that I followed them.
Who was it? Somebody else said something along those lines where they're like, "Oh, Aaron Eakes." Yep, that's who it was. Aaron Eakes.
Oh yeah, I know that guy.
Somebody else said something about they had a helmet that maybe it was Nate was talking about how he had a helmet for the Redskins, the Washington Redskins. He said that's why I became a Redskins fan, because I wore that helmet for Pee Wee League.
Yeah, I don't know who that was, but Donaldson. Yeah, that was the Donaldson Warriors. We played them in Little League football, and they had the Redskins logo.
That was probably Nate then.
The
I'm guessing
Warriors.
Donaldson. Yep.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
We played at that school just off of Stewart's Ferry and Donaldson Pike. It's an old school. It was a haunted house for a while.
A haunted house.
Like they ran a haunted house out of there. But yeah, Donaldson Warriors was man, that was a Little League football team we played all the time. But yeah, so let's see. We just opened up with a little SEC basketball. And then I got we had no
Before we move on, this is kind of in my mind, this is an important conversation. So I'm kind of not normal for Tennessee, right? Because I was born in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Right. And you and I were talking about, you're like, why were you a Cincinnati Reds fan and a Bengals fan? It was because I was born in Cincinnati. All my family was in Cincinnati. But in Tennessee, right, you were just talking about, there was no professional sports teams.
No, yeah.
And so it's like, okay, well, what are you a fan of? How do you become a fan? I wonder how many people could say, I wore that logo on my little Pee Wee League, and so therefore I became this big, huge fan.
I say that happened a lot back or any town that had that, yeah. I'd say that happened.
Because you said that's how yours started, right?
Yeah, for the Cardinals in baseball, yeah.
I'm almost positive that's how Nate said his started.
Yeah,
I bet you money there was a ton.
Yeah, if you don't have a pro team around, that happens. Now, I was a 49ers fan before the Titans got here, and I think that was just because the 80s, they were good. I like Joe Montana.
Oh, the 80s were something.
Yeah,
Joe Montana,
Roger Craig,
Jerry Rice,
Ronnie Lott. So I think that's why I became a 49ers fan young, was because that's who was on Monday Night Football the most, because they were good back, and was in the playoffs and Super Bowl. So
when I think of the 49ers, I think of the team that beat the Bengals both times they went to the to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, twice, and then they beat, because they won 4 Super Bowls in the 80s. I believe that's right.
Jason hasn't pitched in who his NFL team. I guess he's only a college guy.
Yeah. But now college gets a little crazy.
And then Sean just said, forget it. I've been waiting on y'all since 7.
Yeah.
Y'all can kiss it.
Yeah.
John Elway. Talk about a big time.
Oh, yeah.
That was what Ben Roethlisberger was debating about, who had the biggest arm.
Oh, yeah.
On Nate's podcast.
Yeah.
And Brian brought up, what's his name from Tennessee, the Vols? Joe Milton.
Oh. Yeah.
Trivia. How long do you think the longest pass is?
Well, okay, so when you say that, like completed pass?
Well, just the longest distance somebody could throw a ball.
Oh, the longest distance somebody could throw.
Mm-hmm.
Say 92 yards.
So I say, how far can Joe And then the top one is Joe Milton throw a football.
Yeah.
Joe Milton can throw a football over 90 yards.
Well, he has said he can. He said it.
No, he did it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did it. He actually did it in a video. Here's the video right here.
Huh.
Yeah. But I want to say Ben was saying that his yardage was like 75. Jason says he doesn't watch NFL anymore.
Yeah.
I want to say Ben was saying his was 75, and he was saying that he felt like, I think it was Reagan's buddy John Elway. He thought John Elway was like one of the biggest arms that he'd ever
John
seen.
Elway, yeah, I remember he was known as a strong arm. He could throw the ball far.
Reagan can do 70 yards. That's pretty good, Reagan.
Yeah.
Oh no, Reagan's saying that's what he
No,
thinks
was
that somebody
going
would.
with yeah.
I thought Reagan was saying that he could throw it 70 yards.
No.
I don't know. Reagan works out, man. He's stout.
So yeah, no. If he could throw 70 yards, he'd be playing somewhere.
playing
I don't care
NFL.
that he's 40 years old.
I'm gonna bring up this.
So actually, this is a good.
Ooh, look at this! Look at these nice new graphs.
Yeah, this is a good leeway into some of our questions and topics today. We want to talk about. So we're talking John Elway. Who else did we say? I said Joe Montana, Jerry Rice. So today's question topic is going to be collection, card collection, collectibles. Do you have a card collection? Sports, is it sports, stamps? Do you have a stamp collection, or what's your favorite collection, card collection? It could be Pokemon. I don't know. Mine is sports. There's Pokemon collectors and no telling what else. I like sports, so baseball, basketball, football. I collected all them cards when I was a kid.
Where do you think all the money is?
When it comes to cards collections, collectibles and stuff, and cards. Well, I think it is in newer cards that are out, that are relevant now.
You're kidding me.
No, I used to think
because I thought the whole thing was all these old collectibles, blah 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 blah.
There are some rare ones still, but most of them I've looked up.
They were so printed. Too many were printed, weren't they?
Yeah. So for baseball, back in the late '80s, early 90s. So I got
a whole closet full of garbage. That's nothing but paper.
Yeah, but if you have one that's maybe there was a mistake on it, a rare one. That's still expensive, like
an
Billy,
error.
Yeah, which it was an error. They didn't black it out, but Billy.
Jason says he's got the 1986 Fleer Michael Jordan.
Oh wow!
Which one did you say? Is this one that you had?
That I'm about to talk about?
Uh-huh.
No, I don't have it, but it's a classic. It's worth a lot if you have it. Billy Ripken, Cal Ripken Jr.'s brother. Baltimore Orioles. He's got one where he's standing there holding a bat like this, and on the bottom of the bat it says F face.
What?
Yes, and somehow they let it get out. Some of them got out printed.
Billy Ripken.
Yeah, put in Billy Ripken baseball card. That's it right there.
Is that the card?
Yeah, click the. Yeah. He wrote it. Yeah. And that went out.
We can't actually show that.
No, I wouldn't show that. But I would say anybody listening, if they're they know that card.
So when he says F, you all know what he means.
Yeah. But so stuff like that. And then I have a, this one is basketball. It's pretty cool. So tell me, what number was Michael Jordan?
Was it 23?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. You got to show that on the cameras.
Yeah.
Which camera are we on?
And I would say Reagan and them know
now,
it.
So yeah, you can't hardly see it.
Sam Vincent from
Too close.
Orlando Magic.
But in the card, Michael Jordan is, we should have taken a picture of this. Michael Jordan is wearing what, 12?
Yeah. So, but that's stuff like that. And the story behind that, I want to say, is his his jersey got stolen out of the locker, I think it was.
Really?
I think that was the story. Somebody can correct me. Yeah, see, Reagan knows right there. Bam. Reagan, did you see? I got that one. That's the one I got.
Wow.
So I
Reagan. So it's so famous that Reagan knows. Of course, Reagan knows everything.
Yeah,
But
I mean, he's a sports guy. He's gonna and a lot of. But yeah, so to your point, what I was saying is, the older ones, if they're kind of got something like that, and like that,
the little
Billy
quirky.
Rip,
Huh?
yeah.
So how much is that one worth?
I don't know. I have this app, and we can check it. That's what's cool too. Like this app's
Check
called
the value or whatever.
Yeah, it's called Lodex.
Who's the player?
Sam Vincent. And you can maybe look it up, and we'll see. So I got this app on my phone, and you can hit
Sam Vincent card value, then Sam Vincent card with Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Is that right? Somebody has that card listed for $2,000. That ain't true.
Now it's only worth how much somebody's willing to pay for it.
Yeah, but then right next to it is one worth $5.
Yeah. So you got to get them graded. And if you get
like
them
quality,
graded,
it's a quality thing.
Yeah, and if it grades high,
So that's a pretty wide range. You got one for $5.
Yeah.
One for $199, and then one for $2,000. This guy here, look at the corner of that one. It's all
so that one ain't
up.
worth. Yeah, it's
This guy's trying to sell it for $2,000.
See, look at mine.
Welcome to
better.
eBay. Yours is in better shape than the $2,000 guy.
Yeah, and don't you mess it up, I'll punch you.
You can give me the wrestling chop.
Yeah. So some reason my app, but that app is pretty cool. You can scan cards.
I mean, there's a wide range. There's some people on
Yeah.
here that got $5, $4.
Yeah, I don't think like
These people trying to ask $750.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
so.
Pretty
I bet I
outrageous.
could get maybe $15 to $20, right?
That's still nice.
Yeah, it's cool. But I would keep it for that. I'm gonna hang it.
What Michael Jordan cards sold for $2.928 million?
Yeah.
An autographed. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, autograph. But see,
Sean says, what? I have 1991 Upper Deck. Jordan White Sox rookies worth like $6.
so
Worth like
But see,
$6.
to me, yeah, right. To me, those would have been worth more because it's Jordan in his baseball days when he.
It's like a Bo Jackson, right?
Yeah, when he Jordan quit basketball after he won 3 in a row, and his dad got, he was killed, and then he quit, said I'm done, and went and tried baseball. Of course, that was a flop, and then he came back. But see, I would think like that would be that would be worth more. But look up, and I don't know. I'm trying to think like Shohei Ohtani, that is a baseball player now. Shohei Ohtani. I bet his cards are worth.
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, and I actually.
Oh,
have
it's
one.
spelled weird. It's Shohei.
Yeah, right there. Click on his rookie card and see. See, look.
What the freak? Somebody's got one listed for dude, anybody can list anything on eBay for
eBay
whatever crazy dollar amount. This is some weird one too. Look at all this weird stuff around the outside. Oh, it's an autographed one.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with Shohei?
He's one of the best players in the MLB right now. He can pitch. He pitches and hits, and is one of the better hitters in the league right now, major leagues.
Is he with the Angels?
No, that was when he was a rookie. He's with the Dodgers now. But you look at those ranges compared to that Jordan one, and these are a lot higher ranges, right?
I mean, still the bottom's like $67, but
not right. So, but like my Larry Bird cards, Magic Johnson, they ain't worth. You think, oh, those guys, and they're not worth anything. Now, I'd say if you have a Babe Ruth card,
that's what Jason brought up.
Yeah, if you have that, now that better, and maybe Mickey Mantle is going to be, worth something crazy.
Oh, so he's considered the #1 player right now.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I would agree with that.
Who was it that used to play for the Yankees that was so good? I guess they've all retired now. Because you know that one Yankees team was like the best of the best. And they always won everything.
So I have this card right here in this app. It saves your cards, and I have this one right here that it's the AL home run
like
leaders.
158 to 220 something.
It says it's worth 158 to 293.
So are you ready to see my surprise? That I wanted to show you.
Oh, John's back. He's into cards, yeah. Cards, man, as I've gotten older, it brings back memories.
Oh, is John the away jersey?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, away jersey, yeah. My old roommate from Chicago.
So, I know this is going to sound really weird, but, and they may be worth something now. Mm-hmm. But I did more than just baseball cards.
I like Pokemon or Wizards of Waverly Place cards or something. Right?
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Dungeons and Dragons. Did they make cards?
Any other guesses?
I'm trying to think. I know there's probably
Okay,
something.
so now, and just let me give you that hint again. I already gave you one hint.
All right.
Okay, my second hint, I'm going to say the same hint again. At the time, they were not worth what they would be worth theoretically today.
Yeah.
Based on, that's a good one, Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah.
Although I wish I had those, my parents wouldn't let me buy those.
I had them, but then I think I got rid of them.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me buy those.
Well, they were like stickers too.
Oh, yeah. But they were nasty, and they got new ones now that are even nastier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're worse.
Back then, they were fun. They were cool. I wouldn't even.
They were like booger nasty, just yucko.
Yeah. That's a good one though, Garbage Pail Kid.
Any other guesses? Pogs?
Man.
What is Pogs?
Oh,
Reagan hit it. He remembers. You cheater, Reagan. You remember.
Marvel comic cards.
I've got Marvel comic cards.
That's
right.
Yeah.
And so you think about it, right? Marvel was the biggest box office franchise now, right? Because
the movies. They had cards back then?
They had cards, yeah.
So
I brought them.
You started collecting them when you were a kid? Let me see.
Oh, not only did I collect them, so my uncle...
Well, I knew comic books. That's huge.
I worked at my uncle's drugstore in the stock room. So I was the little boy who went out. This is like 15 years old.
Yeah.
And my other uncle worked as the manager of the store, and he collected baseball cards, like fanatical collector.
Yeah.
And so he had a whole shelf, a whole section of the drugstore that was nothing but cases upon cases upon cases of cards.
Oh, wow.
And so I would buy the cases trying to make a set.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Because you don't know what you're getting.
Yeah.
And I've got like 3 sets.
You full sets?
Full sets.
Okay.
But they had these hologram cards.
Yeah.
That were the crazy. What is Pogs? I'm kind of...
I don't know. I've heard of it, but I can't remember what it is.
Is this something we shouldn't be talking about on the air?
No. It was a collectible, but I don't.
Pogs cards.
Oh yeah, dude, I remember those.
Oh, the little circle cards.
Yes, yeah.
I don't think I ever had any of those.
No, and John's a little bit younger. I think we were like
too old for that.
Too old, yeah.
But that kind of has the feel of Pokemon.
Because my junior year in high school, I wouldn't have admitted to collecting those.
Garbage Pail Kids, though, that's like I was trying to explain that to my kids, and she's like, I don't understand. I'm like, look. She's like, ooh.
Yeah, and I don't think. Yeah, those were cool. I don't think I have them anywhere. I don't think I ever kept any of them.
Reagan's probably seen this set. This is my Reds section.
Okay, yeah. So you're kind of like me. Yeah.
Got my Pete Rose cards.
Oh.
Should have definitely.
Oh, that's all your cards.
This is the holograms.
I see, yeah. I think I remember those. I wasn't into that stuff.
And so they had the hologram cards, and
you may have to scoot up to the mic. You're a little far off.
And I was buying the sets to try to get all the holograms. I don't think I ever got them because they were really hard to come by. I don't know if anybody can
it'd
see.
be tough, but that...
Anyway.
So, all right, in that, was there one that was like, oh, it's the one to have? Like, what was like one of the rarest ones, but everybody wanted? most valuable?
You know, I didn't.
Or do
I
you
didn't
know?
know. I didn't know. Don't touch them, Jrod.
Yeah. So yeah, I brought just a few of mine. I brought one of my base. Oh, this is my football.
Oh
one.
yeah, the Bears.
Yeah, but I have.
Is that the Bears of
85
with the refrigerator Perry?
Yeah, he was right on there.
Yeah.
See him right there with his teeth.
Yeah, because he's missing his front tooth. Yep.
So I have them in. Oh, there's your beloved Bengals.
You had a Bengals section?
Yeah,
wow.
I got all the teams.
Oh yeah, they're in alphabetical order.
Yeah, I did them in order.
Welcome to the jungle, baby.
Yeah, you can look at them after.
We'll look at them later.
Yeah, but yeah, that's my football, and then I have the other two. I have basketball, and I have 2 basketball folders like that. I only brought one of them, and then I have like 3 baseball folders. And so I recently got into collecting, and not recently. Got back. I found some old cards from my mom and dad's, and then I had them up in the attic, and then probably like 3 years ago, and so now I kind of designing them like I'm trying to pick a year, like 88, and that was when kind of it got oversaturated and none of them are worth anything now.
Is that when they were overproducing?
Yeah, but I'm trying to get like we'll say 88 tops that whole year, get every one of them, and you know on the back it has, I have a lot of my folder binders, I have them in alphabetical order by teams. But I'm trying to get like 1 year in a certain kind, like tops 88, and I'm going by how the card number 1 through 724. Wow. And I'll put them in there. I line
in order.
Up. Yeah, 1 through So
wow.
So it's going to be a mixture, but I hadn't got one complete one yet, complete set, and put in like that. But it's fun.
You need me to add some more to it because I got some boxes of tops up there.
Do you really?
Baseball.
Man, I have. Yeah.
I don't have all the others, but I mean, when I say boxes, I've got full. So they came in full sets. You could buy the full set.
Yeah.
So
you have the full set. Then.
If you're missing some, let me know.
Yeah. So I went online and bought like a bunch just to try to fill
in the holes.
Yeah. It's crazy. I had to take a look at it though.
Yeah, we'll check it out later.
But so yeah, no, it's collecting cards is fun. And I think as you get I think what was fun for me now is I go back and I remember looking at them as a kid, a little nostalgia. And it's kind of fun looking at it that way. And now to look back. And then my daughter kind of got into it a couple years ago. Now she don't care, but we bought her the first year that Athletes Unlimited. It's softball, pro softball. They have a full set, and we bought her the first full set of Athletes Unlimited women's softball. So it's cool. So on that, and I know people. I had a friend, Tommy. He collected Hot Wheels.
Oh yeah,
and in the full
with the cases and the
he wouldn't take he had a closet full, and he never took them out of the package. And that's a big there's a big Hot Wheel community.
We're just testing out our Facebook chat. I'm excited that we're live on Facebook now too.
Yeah, I like that. I think we'll get more viewers. Let's see. John says he keeps them in my car, and if someone has a team sticker or license plate on their car. Are you serious? That's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
I like that.
Maybe I'll start doing that. Just keep a little set. Oh, yeah, I'll make sure I've got every team, so I can just drop a card.
Yeah, no, my buddy did not open the Hot Wheels, Jason. He still has them somewhere packed away.
My mom used to complain because I would take all of mine and line them up through the house. They'd all be up and around.
I'm gonna steal that from away jersey.
Start sticking cards under
because I have a lot of baseball cards that are worth, or I have so many of them.
They're worth nothing.
Yeah. I'm gonna put some in my
keep
truck.
Some in your truck
and just see any team. I'll do that. I kind of want that to happen.
Do you have a company truck, a utility district truck?
Yeah, no, I won't do it in a company truck. I do have a company truck.
Company truck comes, utility district pulls up behind you, and somebody gets out and sticks
I get called. Yeah, you'd get called in on probably. But I'll keep them in my personal truck. But I like that because how fun would that be? You come out of the grocery store and you got a baseball card under your wiper.
I'm going to look for that utility truck now.
I won't use it in that. But would you be excited if you got a card like that?
I think it'd be funny.
Yeah.
Be fun.
Yeah,
I'd be excited about it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Excited.
I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna put some in my truck, and then anytime I see them, put one in.
You know, if it's somebody who's never had a card before, they may sit there and go, "Oh man, I got a lot. This might be worth something."
Yeah, yeah. Little do they know.
Little do they know. It's not worth the paper it's printed on.
The nickel on the ground or penny on the ground, they might find be worth.
Oh, have you heard about them getting rid of the pennies? They're trying to get rid of the pennies.
Yeah, I did hear. Yeah.
That's when I worked at the bank, they used to take, some people used to come in and buy boxes of pennies to melt down.
Really?
Because it was worth more.
The
copper metal was worth more than the pennies.
I mean, that makes it,
But the bank had restricted how many cases you could get.
You could buy, That's funny. When copper prices went up,
I think they're still worth more. I think that's the drama around it.
Yeah.
They're still worth more.
Huh.
But, you know, you're not making a lot of money trying to get a box of pennies and then turn it into copper.
No. There's another, I wrote it down, and I wonder if people go no, but I'm pretty sure people collect Lego sets.
Oh, the whole sets.
Yeah, little, and they'll make like in their basement the whole like.
Isn't that the whole Lego movie?
Yeah.
Did you make some in your basement?
No, I wasn't patient enough to put together Legos. I didn't have the time. Yeah, no. Did you?
So, our Legos all ended up in like a communal Lego box. But we've still got it.
Right, and you just build whatever you want.
It's just piles and piles of Lego pieces. And they were in sets at one point, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, those sets there, but I don't.
Well, I'm talking about the Legos. They'll say like, "Here's the Falcon, Millennium Falcon."
But what I'm saying is, you'd put the set together, and then when you take the set apart, or it's like you've left the set sitting out here, and everybody's like, "Let's just put the Legos away." Yeah. It's like, okay, you're just throwing them in the box, and then they just go everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So I probably got 5 Millennium Falcons up there, and
Could you put it back together with them all mixed? All the pieces?
My gosh! No way, because you'd have to find all the pieces.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I mean, we're talking about like a tub like this deep.
Oh yeah,
like huge.
Thousands of pieces, you think?
Oh yeah.
Tens of thousands.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's Lego stores where you can get the little one-off pieces now.
Oh, just if
you can just go to Lego store. Yeah, I mean they're huge. Have you seen those Lego stores?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's actually a Lego store off of 109 Business Park Drive.
Yep.
You've seen the sign, I bet.
I've seen the sign. I've never been in it.
No,
I was thinking about the big franchise stores where they got Legos to the ceiling. Like they got the big tubes. You could get any color and any size or shape.
Yeah.
And like each tube has a specific.
Yes. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Well, they have one of those in Disney too. We went in and looked around, and you can get.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
Bricks.
Yep. Bricks. That's right. And do you know? Somebody corrected me one time. I was like, "Well, who are you?" I always say Legos with an S, and they're like, "No, it's Lego." I was like, "Well, it's plural." No, you still say Lego. They don't like you to say S, like the.
I would have thought it'd have an S as well. Yeah. Legos, like multiple Lego pieces.
But they're like, somebody corrected me. I can't remember where they're like, "No, it's Lego." I was like, "Well."
Can you say Legos?
Legos. Yes, I can say it.
No, the correct plural of Lego is Lego bricks.
And
or Lego sets.
Yeah.
Lego company
I told
uses
you.
Lego as an adjective, not as a noun. See, but here's the deal. So this goes back to people in the South calling every soda or pop Coke.
Yeah, right. That's kind of the
Like,
same.
ultimately, that's the... If you call all of them a Lego,
Yeah,
why would you not want them to call them a Lego, right?
right.
I don't want to be an adjective. I want to be the thing.
You want to be the Lego.
That's right. That's right. So if there's a people, like a person,
Yeah.
and people refer to people as people, instead they refer to them as Jrods.
You want to be the only
That's
Jrod.
it.
Okay.
That's it. That's
Okay,
it. Everybody's a Jrod, right? So it's like I am the brand that is a people. Okay, this is not really making sense.
No, it is. It is. No, I got sidetracked.
Like if I got sodas, and they call all the sodas Coke,
Yeah.
I want them to call everything Coke.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. Like, because my wife and I
Kleenex.
argue this, or talk about this, not argue, but like, you want a Coke? Yeah. Well, what kind?
What kind? That's right. What
She's
kind?
like, well, why don't you say soda and then
or
what
pop
kind?
or
And
whatever.
then what kind
That's
do you
right.
want?
That's
Yeah.
right. But I think a Kleenex, Kleenex is
Tissue.
tissue, but
Everybody calls it Kleenex.
it's just Kleenex.
Oh, you got the sniffles. You need a Kleenex?
You need a Kleenex.
Yeah.
Not you need a tissue.
that's the brand.
You need a Kleenex,
Yeah.
right? It's the brand. And I mean that's where you want to be as a
you
brand.
want to be the top guy.
You
yeah.
want to be the one that
now I got
everybody
you.
refers
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
I don't think the example of J-Rods is a good
No,
ex-
but the Kleenex, you backed it. Yeah, you rebounded with
I
Kleenex.
cleaned up my mess.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's right.
I cleaned up my mess. Yeah, we did go to Lego store, didn't we, Reagan? Was that on our road trip? I think that was on our road trip.
So yeah,
Like Kroger's.
yeah.
They are Kroger's. Multiple Kroger? Is it
Kroger.
Kroger's? Is Kroger's.
No, there's no S. Kroger is Kroger, but I'll put.
But
an S
multiple Kroger's are Kroger's.
On. Well, yeah, I don't think there's any police on Kroger, but Lego wackos will correct you.
Multiple. Can you say Kroger's?
Yeah, I mean, no one's in Spanish. Apostrophe.
Oh, Kroger's with a not Kroger's.
You should say Kroger, not Kroger's.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But the apostrophe S is the Kroger's that they're thinking of. And then this is like how to pronounce Kroger.
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 hilarious.
Kroger.
Yeah.
Budweiser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
But all
funny.
the mouths in the image, like this is just.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
kind of
think
weird.
we need
I
to
don't
kind of
like
show
looking at it.
this. It's
No,
kinda-
I don't like looking. It looks weird.
I think our audience needs to see it. See
Yeah.
all the mouths.
That's
and
what we just looked at.
Kroger.
That's how you pronounce. That is. I mean, it weirds me out. I wish you'd get it off the. I mean, look at that. Oh. Yeah, that's weird. Also, something else that's real popular.
Lego wackos, huh?
Yeah, I said that because they correct you.
Well, and that's almost like the soda versus pop thing.
Yeah.
They just can't stand the fact that we call it Coke.
What in different regions, like Mandy calls it pop, but then if you go like,
Of course, if you go up north and you say, I want some Coke, they're going to be like,
no, they'll give you a Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, they'll give you a Coke.
Yeah, because that's what they'll refer to it as, is a
Yeah,
Coca-Cola.
because I've done that, and I actually was like, I would have liked a Mellow Yellow, but they just, when they were like, you want a Coke? And I said, yeah, and they actually brought a, and I was hoping they would go, what kind? But they brought me a Coke.
You got stuck with a Coke.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
But the Mellow Yellow, though, is a Tennessee thing, isn't it?
Yeah, or is it Mountain Dew?
Is it? I thought Mellow Yellow and Mountain Dew were both Tennessee
Mellow
things.
Yellow used to be a Coke product, and then Mountain Dew's a Pepsi product, right?
Ain't nothing mellow about it.
Yeah. They call me Mellow Yellow. Yeah, yeah. You know, that was
so
a song.
Mellow Yellow, the song is a little bit higher up the chain than
Yeah.
Mellow Yellow, the drink, huh?
I just sang it for you.
PepsiCo Mountain Dew. That's they made it to
Yeah.
compete with Mountain Dew.
Yeah, so it was yeah, that's exactly right.
But I said for some reason I was thinking.
I told you it was a Coke company.
I thought both of them were in
Coca-Cola.
I thought both of them were Tennessee originated.
No, you're thinking of Sundrop. I think a Sundrop was here. RC Cola was here for sure.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I know the RC Cola and the Moon Pie show.
Yeah.
Because that's down in Bell Buckle, isn't it?
They have that festival. I think they have like RC Cola and Moon Pie, or the Moon Pie
Festival. You have RC Cola and a Moon Pie. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We need to do that for one of our shows, have an RC Cola and Moon Pie.
That would have been good.
They don't really have the history of Mellow Yellow. 1979 to present.
Oh man, perfect. Jason and they brought up. You weren't sporty. The starting lineup figures. They were little figurines, and like Reagan said, they had stands, and I think they did have cards. But they were in different poses, and you would collect the whole sets. Like they didn't make a whole team of them. They would make like
NBA, right?
NBA. I think every sport had it. The starting lineup logos, or figures, yeah. They had every sport. And it came with a card. That's dang, I forgot about that. That's a good.
Oh, and it came with a card with it too.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And see, look, some of those are supposedly worth something.
Value. Michael Jordan's did for sure.
Yeah, like to me.
What the heck? They're selling a whole
set right there. Yeah. So, man, that's a good one. I totally forgot about that.
There's the LeBron James one.
Oh, they have LeBron James starting lineup? Huh.
Yeah, $29. You can get it. Well, maybe we add that for our trinkets.
So
they've even got the disposable arms, where you got you can like
you can
move their arms around, kind of like a G.I. Joe or something.
Well, see,
dude, did he really have muscles that big? I don't know about that.
Yeah, he's got some good arms, but I don't know. But I don't think the old starting lineups. You couldn't bend them.
I thought they were a fixed position.
Yeah, it was. They are a little different. Oh, the Bears. Yeah.
Didn't we post that to our link tree, I thought?
The Super Bowl Shuffle?
Yeah, we posted that
we
to
sure
our link
did.
tree.
Sean, we did. Yeah, we
good
posted
little clip.
that.
You got to check out our link tree. Maybe he's looking at it. He's like, hey, I remember that.
Yeah.
Maybe we didn't. I don't see it on here.
No, I thought we did, but maybe we did. Might not have.
That may have been whenever we were having internet problems. Hopefully, we're not having any more of those. But I'm still frustrated by the whole Mellow Yellow. They don't have a history of Mellow Yellow because it was just one of the response brands.
Yeah. I mean, Coke, because even today you go to a restaurant and they're like, well, we only carry Coke or Pepsi products, and then
you get one or the other.
Like Mr. Pibb, I think. What Coke does Dr. Pepper, Pepsi has Mr. Pibb. So if you ask for a Dr. Pepper, they're like, is Mr. Pibb okay?
I thought Dr. Pepper was its own thing.
It's in the family of Coke products, I'm pretty sure. You'll never see it at a Pepsi place, in a place that has Pepsi products. I know that. Yeah,
Dr. Pepper is part of the Keurig company.
Really? Yeah, but
wow. So Dr. Pepper actually, I know it used to be by itself. Mm-hmm. Apparently now it's owned by Green Mountain Coffee Roasters and Keurig Green Mountain. Interesting.
I would have never guessed that.
Wouldn't have pictured that one.
But I'm pretty sure I don't see them with Pepsi. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, and I know at the store they kind of have similar, like they're affiliated with an area, but they were never owned by somebody like Coke or Pepsi, I don't think.
Oh yeah.
And I think it started out as the Dr. Pepper company. This whole Keurig thing is a new thing. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, no, Keurig that's the coffee machine. Well, you got one, don't you, or no?
No, I don't have it.
Yeah,
Dude, I do the real deal, man. I told you we grind.
Yeah.
By the way, we're going to be able to hopefully roll out some products that you can like buy on the regular. Like if you buy coffee, you can buy our coffee through Amazon links. We're working on that. So that way you can help to contribute to the show.
Yeah,
and still just buy the stuff that you already buy, right?
Yeah.
Just, every little bit helps.
Let's see. Oh, I know a friend of mine, he collects them today, and he's made some good money out. It's the pop figures.
The Funko Pop.
Funko Pop, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some in our trinket collection. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got some.
But you don't take them out of the box. He give me a.
I take everything out of the box. It's probably not the right decision.
Yeah, loses its value. Big dummy.
Why do you want to buy anything and leave it in a box?
Well, man, he's made some good money.
The whole point is to play with them.
That is true.
The whole point is to play with them, man.
Yeah.
Like you're just talk about value. Let's talk about real value. The real value is playing with them.
But an adult is gonna try to turn it and make money. That's what we do. Adults mess everything up.
Adults ruin everything.
Yeah.
Gumball helmets.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure about that one. Apparently, Jason had some.
I had a thing. I don't know if it's what they're talking about, and I collected a bunch of them. They were looked like little bitty like beer mugs. You held it, but it had team name and it had gum in it, and it had the team logo on the side.
Really?
Football. And
sounds like the little baseball hats that you get at the field, and you get the ice cream in them. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, this couldn't hold. It just had a little gum, and you pretty much it was enough.
Oh, it was like a one gum shot.
Yeah, one gum shot, and you chew it up.
Hey, let me go get my shot mug.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that gum was good.
I kept them all. And I don't know. I think my parents still have them somewhere.
I thought Reagan had a whole collection of it seemed like he had all of them at one point in time, all the helmets.
Yeah.
All the ice cream helmets you could get.
Oh, yeah. I used to go to the Sounds games, and, they'd serve the ice cream in it, and I had quite a few of them for a while. And they were smart because, they wouldn't get every team at a time.
They'd just get some. Yeah, because they were the
for a month,
AAA team or whatever.
Yeah.
Because they were the Phillies team at one point in time, the Reds team at another point in time. They've been a lot of feeder teams.
A's, the Brewers.
It's like they've rotated.
Yeah.
I remember the Sounds, and they were over at the other field with the big guitar. They took that old guitar that used to be on the back of the field and put it, like a company that built condos out there has it as part of their condo complex.
The old Greer Stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got it as part of their condo complex.
That's cool, yeah.
We'll have to do a live broadcast from there, just like we do live broadcast from everywhere else.
Yeah. Well, what would have been cool is before they actually developed it, if you could sit out there in the weeds in the outfield and do the show from there, that would have been cool. Like when no one sneak on there and do the show.
Oh, yeah.
In abandoned...
the abandoned field.
You know what's sad? That abandoned fields are sad. Like you show me an old stadium with Greer got, it made me sad. And you go around you see when I see an old baseball field, on Mount Juliet Road where you can see that one that was old, grown up, and the old backstop's falling over, like no one's there anymore.
Mount Juliet Road.
Mount Juliet Road, and they called it Old Mount Juliet Road shot off, or Stoner Creek shot off, and you can kind of see it. It's in a curve. I practiced there as a kid, and then actually my cousin lived. That was behind his house, so we would go play over there.
Stoner Creek.
It was called Stoner Creek, I think.
Stoner Creek Elementary?
No. In that area. I'm trying to think. You know where the barbecue? No.
Is this on South Mount Juliet Road on the other side of the interstate?
No. It's right in the heart of Mount Juliet, where the old elementary was, and they've put the office buildings now.
Oh, so they tore it down.
Yeah. No. It's still there. Do you know where the Church of Christ, Mount Juliet Church of Christ is?
Yep.
So that creek is right there.
Yep.
Just across the creek, there's a field and some houses. It was right there.
Yeah, where there used to be a bridge.
Yeah, they've taken that road out now. That one, like when I see old
I think
fields
that's privately owned.
Yeah.
I think that's somebody's backyard.
Yeah, it's the Crawford. My cousin.
The Crawfords, isn't it?
Yeah, my cousin. It's his mom's side of the family.
Yeah, I thought it was.
We used to play down there. But yeah, like for instance, that I was using that as an example.
Full-blown baseball field in the backyard.
Yeah, but they would let teams practice there.
Kind of like Mom and Dad's old house where they had pretty much a football field in the backyard.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been to my Mom and Dad's house over there. Trey and Reagan
Hillview.
and everybody used to live in Hillview. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day. Back in the day.
Yeah, so, but like anytime I see an old rundown field, it makes me sad.
Of course, now Mount Juliet is like the baseball capital with that big, huge park over there. Because they got baseball park on the north side and they got a baseball park on the south side now.
They turned it to football fields on the south side. In Melinda City, that's all Little League football fields.
Oh, it is?
And then, where we play over there, North Mount Juliet Road, that's the Little League park. It could be so much better. It's old, but
I
it's...
didn't know that they turned that into...
Yeah. Monday Park is... and they got pickleball, but it's all football. So, you can see it's football.
Interesting. They still got the diamond, but they've now put a football field in the outfield.
This field in particular, I broke my elbow right there, sliding into home in Church League softball.
In Monday?
Yep. Broke my elbow.
Church League, huh?
Yeah, shattered that sucker.
Man, that's the sacrifice for Church League, baby.
Yeah. Yep.
Making your sacrifice. And then, of course, they put in the pickleball courts, right?
Yeah. Pickleball's all...
The tennis courts are always empty and the pickleball courts are always packed.
Yeah.
The real sport, pickleball.
I know. It's crazy how popular that's gotten. But, all right. I got something that's, and I actually called him today because I was like, I want to bring it up. You know, everybody collects a lot of things, right? Anything's collectible, old, anything that's old that may be worth something or just something cool. And he told me he was going to give it, he'd give it to Mandy, but when I talked to him again tonight, he was like, I'll give it to you, if you want to make sure you have it. She's like, oh, I'll get it sometime. He has...
Who is this?
My father-in-law, Mandy, my wife, her dad. He has, and I think it's really cool. I don't know, but his mom and dad, his dad was over at Pearl Harbor.
Wow.
Harbor. Why can't I? And then his mom went to visit, and he has the boat ticket, and I wrote down the
boat
date.
Ticket from Pearl Harbor?
No, that she took from Los Angeles Harbor to Pearl Harbor. And she got on the boat on November 28, 1941, and got there the next day and was there. She was going to visit him and was there during it all. But he has that ticket, and it has the date on it and everything. And I'll bring it in. That was where I was gonna stop by and get it to bring it in, but it's just so cool. Like you think, man, that was in her hand, in her luggage. Once she got there to Pearl Harbor, and so she got there like the 29th, and then the bombing happened on the 7th. And then she has a lot. He still has a lot of articles that she saved, and I told him, I said,
So was she there when it happened?
Yeah, and his dad. His mom and dad were there. My father-in-law's mom. Mandy's grandparents were there.
So they were they on the island? Which island were they on?
They were on where it all happened.
On Pearl Harbor Island?
Yeah.
Which what
they had to go like.
It's not the Hawaii Island. What was the island? It's not Maui either.
I'm not sure.
It's Oahu maybe. Yeah, Oahu.
But I told him my goal, I was like, I hope to, if I can make it to, he was like, I'll never make it to 2041. I said, I would love, if I'm alive at 2041, I would like to just look at it that day and go, this is 100 years old, this ticket. You know, it's.
Wow.
I mean, to me, it's pretty neat to have that. And he showed it to me, and he showed me.
I mean, 2041's not that far off.
No,
but let's see how old.
We're gonna this is what 25. So you're talking 16 years.
We should. Hopefully, we're still alive.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. That 16 years. Let's see. I'll be 62. Going on 63. So hopefully I'm still. But wouldn't that be cool to have? Like, I think it'd be neat. And just to think, like, and he said, yeah, you know, she'd tell the story, like, you know, just think about, like, oh, I'm going to Hawaii. This is going to be awesome, beautiful, and then boom, one of the worst attacks ever. Yeah, and we're like, well, this. I wonder if, like, after that, you're like, I hate that place.
Well, and I mean, I guess it depends on how close you are, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, they moved back.
If you're on the other side of the island. Man.
Yeah.
That's
well, he
scary,
said he
man.
helped. Like I mean, everybody around came to help. You know,
help get people out of the water.
Yeah, and help in any way. You know,
That's
bandage
scary.
them up and yeah. But like, and then I was thinking, like, all right. Well, if you think about it, like, they both survived. That's pretty good. You know, they survived. His mom and dad's. What if one of them died? He wouldn't. Because this is before he was born. Oh, man. Yeah. Like, you know, to think, like, man, they both were there when it happened. So, but it's a cool piece. I told him, I said, man, if you only ever gave me one thing in life, I would like to. I don't know why I think that one little ticket, it just tells a story. Right? And maybe I'm over. It's just
I think it tells a story right just with that. Yeah.
It's just cool. Like, I'm like, man,
it's really serious. We're getting serious here.
Well, no, it's nostalgia. It's history, right? History can be cool, but not sad, even though it was a sad thing.
When you started describing it, I immediately thought, I wonder what the strangest collections are that are out there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, like weird collections?
Yeah. And then when I put that in there, Google brought up vomit bags. That's the first item on the list. Hey, you know what? I'm going to ride this new airplane with this new company so that I can collect one of their vomit bags.
Like, that's weird, but also, like, because it made me think, and then I saw the burger. What if you went, like, you collected, we started from let's say as a kid, 1984. And you kept one McDonald's hamburger wrapper a year.
Oh, no. There's a guy that ate one McDonald's burger every day so that he could keep the boxes.
Really?
For like 50 years. Yeah, I heard about that.
They used to be wrappers. They didn't always put them in the Big Mac boxes, did they?
Let's see, McDonald's burger collector.
Now, see, but that's kind of, like, it's weird, but if you think about it now, if you did it for 30 years and you're like, hey, you want to see my
This guy, Don Groski, world record holder for the most Big Macs consumed.
But, okay. But
every time he ate a Big Mac, he kept the packaging from the Big Mac that he ate as evidence that he's eaten more Big Macs than anybody else.
Oh, so he just wants to say he ate more. I think it would be cool to see the change over the years of design. Would that not be cool to see?
Well, there's this picture thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
look
I don't
at
know
all those. Look at all of them.
It seemed like he had like something about 2 a day. Olympic cups that McDonald's did for the Dream Team.
The original Dream Team. They had Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Karl Malone. Yeah, I do.
Well, do you know?
I think they were just plastic. They
Dream
weren't
Team cups. Oh wow,
yes.
They're like collector's items.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yep.
Collect all of them for $30.
Yeah.
The Michael Jordan pre-owned is $10. You heard the record, right?
For what?
There was a record that they used to mail in the newspaper. A little plastic record. You could put it on the record player.
Really?
And it sang the entire McDonald's menu. And I memorized the whole thing. They spin it, and then he gets faster and faster and faster on the record.
But it's an old fashioned.
Yes.
And
you get a plastic sheet, and if you won if you heard the certain thing at the end of the record, you won like $1 million.
I bet it never got it won.
I don't know. I memorized the record though, and I can sing the McDonald's song faster than the guy on the record can.
Do you still remember it? Come on, Jared, let's do it.
You trying to figure out a button for this?
Yeah, I don't know what.
No, that ain't it.
Yeah, let's do it. Pumping you up. Maybe you got the.
I need to find something. Here we go.
Do it. Sing it. You can't remember.
Okay.
Here we go.
You sure?
Yeah, do it.
I don't know. This may go on for too long.
Well,
I want a Big Mac, meat, TLC, a quarter pounder with some cheese fillet, fish hamburger, cheeseburger, Happy Meal, nuggets, golden fries, regular large size, Chef Gardner, chicken salad, big breakfast, egg McMuffin, hot cake, sausage, maybe biscuits, egg, maybe hash brown 2 and 4 dessert, hot pies, Sunday 3 varieties, sausage, cone 3 kinds of shakes, and chocolate chip cookies, and a drink of Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, and orange drink, coffee decaf too. I love McDonald's. Good time to get this all at one place.
Yeah, I do remember that song now.
And it was the whole thing that people would walk up to the, oh, I don't know what I want. I think I want, then they'd sing it.
Yeah, yeah.
But there was a record. There was like a little plastic, I feel like I'm crazy.
Did you put on a record player?
Yes.
You said it came out in the mail?
It came in the newspaper. It came in the newspaper.
Golly.
McDonald's record, plastic. Sounds like gibberish.
I agree, Reagan. I'm not sure he completed the task. But
there it is.
The crowd's
McDonald's vintage 1988 $1 million menu record song, and let's see, did anybody win it?
Put in that if anybody won it. That's crazy, man.
Record winner
for $1 million.
Scott Landry won a $1 million McDonald's prize in 1988. $1 million in 88 was a big deal.
And if you're 13, that was a huge deal. He was 13 years old.
Okay, so Reagan, I said it sounded like gibberish because I was trying to sing it fast. Yeah. I can actually sing it slow, and I can get every word.
People remember it. Yeah, we didn't want to sit here for 5 minutes listening to him sing. So I do appreciate you went fast.
But I need to prove that I know.
No, you don't.
Okay.
I heard every word. Yeah.
You caught Big Mac, McDLT, quarter pounder with some cheese, filet of fish, a hamburger.
When you started singing
cheeseburger, a Happy Meal.
I remember
that. Nuggets, tasty golden fries, regular or larger size, a salad, Chef Garden, or chicken salad oriental. Big breakfast, egg McMuffin, hot cakes and sausage, maybe biscuits, bacon, eggs and cheese, sausage, maybe hash brown 2, and for dessert, hot apple pies, Sunday 3 varieties, sausage cone 3 kinds of shakes, and chocolatey chip cookies, and a drink of Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, orange coffee decaf 2. I love McDonald's. Good time, great taste. And I get this all at one place.
Bam!
You know, it's funny. I worked at McDonald's.
That was good.
Did you ever
remember you working?
Did you ever come and ask for the Jrod burger?
No.
I had a custom burger that I made at McDonald's.
Was it over there on Lebanon Road?
It was the one on Mount Juliet Road, right there at right there in the little mix, the little
BP McDonald's?
The BP McDonald's.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Jrod burger was special because I put
there?
extra pepper. They have a salt pepper mix. Mm-hmm. I put slivered onions. It was a double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
And double cheeseburgers with slivered onions were special. And it had extra mustard, and it had extra salt and pepper, but there were no ketchup. So Reagan says no more singing.
Yeah. Did you manage that one?
No, I never managed anything. I was always, you know what? I managed to fry that.
Oh, man.
No, they had these clamshell burger makers.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen them?
Mm-hmm.
It closes down and it smashes the burgers on the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
And it had a timer on it. Just ding.
Like a smash burger.
Yeah. See, Reagan remembers. Burger had slivered onions.
Yep.
Because the normal onions were these reconstituted dry things they poured water on.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's not really an onion. But the slivered onions were legit.
Yeah.
and they reserved them for the quarter pounders.
That's what
That's what they're supposed to go on.
Right, right.
But I like the double cheeseburger better than the quarter pounder. Just my preference. I like more cheese.
No, I'm a cheesy guy too.
I like more cheese, and I like mustard. I didn't like ketchup as much, so.
I'm a mayonnaise guy on burgers.
Oh yeah, my family's all mayonnaise people.
Yeah, I put mayonnaise on my hot dog.
Have you seen Undercover Brother?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you have to watch that.
Well, I guess so. Yeah.
Because I'll leave it for a surprise for you.
Yeah. Let's see. Is there any other? Trying to think what was. Well, I don't know that and I'm sure people collect them, but like I like GI Joes, and my cousin, we used to have a lot of GI Joes. But I don't. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that clip before.
You've seen the clip?
Yeah.
I don't think we'll.
Yeah, I have seen that. I know what.
To be discriminated against.
I would. Yeah. I wouldn't. Yeah.
Have you eaten here before, Anton?
No.
Anton.
Yeah. But
Sean says I want a Moxie card.
I hope one day she George Foreman grill. That's when you were describing that hamburger, that's what I was kind of thinking of as a George Foreman grill.
George Foreman grill's a classic. Now, it was really weird because they had these mats on it, and then they had this stuff that was like designed to really clean the grill off at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And the stuff heated up, so it heated the grill up super hot, and so it really it was. The grills are really clean. Let's put it that way.
Oh, okay.
Like really, I mean, I don't know what they are now, but.
Well, surely they're clean now. Well, who knows? I mean,
who knows?
But yeah, did you have G.I. Joes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Justin, who lived next door, had the aircraft carrier.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was like 6 foot long or 7 foot long or something.
Dude, I bet. Yeah, that's awesome.
Like you had to have like a basement just to have it in it.
Yeah. Dang. I don't know.
Between that and Dennis down the street having the first Nintendo, man, I'll never forget that.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Like I always wanted to go to Dennis's house because he had a Nintendo. I didn't have one. I saved all summer to get one.
Yeah, I remember my friends having it, and then I wanted so bad. I was like, all I want for Christmas is a Nintendo.
I worked my tail off, cutting grass all summer just so I could get a Nintendo.
Yeah, and I finally got one, but I don't even know if I got it for Christmas or not. But I remember it was like,
I still have mine.
I wanted.
Mine still works.
Yeah, I think Mandy's got one up in the attic that she saved, her old one. And then, of course, to get the game to work, you blow into it, you go. Remember that? And it would work.
It always worked.
Why that worked.
Always worked. Reagan says he had the water base. Yeah, that was that floating pad thing with that.
Oh, yeah.
Seemed like maybe Sergeant Slaughter came with that or something.
Was it Sergeant Slaughter or was it Viper, the bad guy? Didn't Viper have
Viper.
Wasn't it Viper, the bad guy?
Have you seen? You remember that episode where it was like, "This is the Viper. I'm coming to wipe your windows."
I don't know. I watched G.I. Joe. I don't know.
It's my favorite episode. They thought it was like the Cobra, the bad Cobra guys.
Yeah, Cobra. That's
Cobra.
The guy. Cobra. Yeah, Cobra.
They thought it was Cobra, and they kept finding out that every time the Viper would call and say he was going to be somewhere, somehow they would stumble into Cobra.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, the Viper said he was coming to get them.
Yeah.
And it turns out it was this guy who washes windows. He's the Viper.
He's the Viper.
He's here to wipe your windows. They're all like set up. Oh my gosh, Cobra's coming to get us.
Yeah. That's funny. I don't. I know what you're talking about now.
The Power Glove.
Do you remember that?
That seems like something that we would have today.
Does
it
funny.
not?
That's when I read that he put the Power Glove in my head. I was like, I bet it would be better if they did it today.
Have you seen Ready Player One?
Mm-mm.
That's like a full body Power Glove.
Okay. Well, the VR
You got to
stuff
see
now,
it. You got to see it. Like
Yeah.
in Ready Player One, the gist of it is that this kid is playing in this game to win, like big money or whatever.
Yeah.
And he lives in a trailer park, but he spends all his money on this VR suit and setup and wins. And so then they have to come to the trailer park.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it's a good movie. You should watch it.
I'll have to check that
Ready
out.
Player One. Yeah.
Because the VR stuff now, like I would want them to do the Power Glove. I bet
It's legit now.
I bet it would be. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be legit now.
Well, I mean, now, heck, you.
But I feel like the Power Glove, like if you had 2 Power Gloves and played Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yes. Yeah.
But I never had a Power Glove. Did you have a Power Glove?
No, it was too complicated looking to me.
Thank you, Mr. Password Man.
Yeah, you know that. That's not hard for you to believe, is it? Yeah. There's some cool stuff. The Power Glove.
I don't even remember what did the Power Glove even go to. Like what games was it for?
I don't know.
Is that John that said that?
Yeah, I think most time you ended up just
everything was on the arm. Oh, it's like a controller on the arm. But was it not for punching?
See, that's what I would have thought, like you could throw, but I think you just pretty much, it was like, why am I just playing it when I can hold the controller?
Oh, it's 2 games. It only had 2 games.
Yeah. It didn't sell well. I love Paperboy.
What were the 2 games that the Power Glove had?
Let's see.
Super Glove Ball.
That's dumb.
And Bad Street Brawler.
Yeah, no wonder it failed. Those are awful names anyway.
Like you should have gone with one of your franchise things, like Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yeah.
Although I think they took out the Mike Tyson name later, didn't they? They just made it Punch Out.
Yeah, yeah. But Mike Tyson, that was a classic game. Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Oh yeah. And all the little quirks, like you had to hit the big fat guy in the belly where the little X was.
There was a certain way you had to hit him, yeah. You know, they had Punch Out, which was not, it was more of an, I remember it being in the arcades, like at the mall. And you were like just this like green, it would show, when you got hit is only when you saw you, but it was like a green scale, like outline. And but you kind of fought some of the same people, but it was just called Punch Out at the arcade. I remember playing it like at the mall in movie theater.
Did it have Little Mac?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. But it was more of a, like you didn't actually see, it was like when they punched you, you kind of couldn't see you. Yeah. See.
Looks like the same Punch Out, just not
right.
Not the official Mike Tyson
but
version.
See what I was saying, like you were this green like lines, and yeah, there we go.
That dude's fully dressed up for it, isn't he?
What is he? He looks like an astronaut.
I don't know what he is. He's
That's
wearing
funny.
a cosplay or something.
But see, now they got these places now, these bars that have all them old arcade games. Like there's one here in Nashville. Have you ever been to one of them?
Yeah. I thought there was one down there with the bowling. It's like a mini bowling alley type deal.
Where at? There's one, I can't remember where it's at now. It's in Nashville, and dude, it is a great place. Like all the pinball machines are, like you pay to get in, there's a cover charge, and they have a bar and restaurant and everything, but it's all video games. And all the pinball machines for the cover price is free, the pinball, and then you got to pay a certain price to play, buy tokens for the game, like the arcade games. But it's fun. Game Terminal. There you go. That's the one. It's really cool. Well, 21 and's up free because they're going to bet you buy alcohol.
Get beveraged.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it still coins though? So you got to pay the coins?
So, yeah.
Because they had another place over
Yes,
at Opry
it
Mills.
is.
What was the place at Opry Mills that was, golly, what was the name of that place?
Oh, yeah.
Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, no, but so the games are more old school. It's all the old, like, pinballs and arcade
Not the
games.
modern arcade.
No,
but the
no,
old
it's
school
like
ones.
Pac-Man, Donkey Kong. They had this old arcade. I would like to buy it. They had one. It's Budweiser, and you're a bartender, and you gotta serve beer to the customer.
Oh, no, you can get that game on computer.
Yeah, but I want the full.
Oh, you want the actual
that's-
arcade machine.
Yes, yeah, I want the one. Yeah, I want the machine. Yeah, the computer.
Pins Mechanical was the one I was thinking of.
Okay, where's that at? Okay.
So they have it's like
Oh, that's like downtown.
it's got a bowling thing, and then it's got in the back of the bowling
Well, that's
thing, it's got
cool.
a full arcade,
Yeah.
and all their arcade machines are free.
Okay.
So,
See, you put me in there, I would stay there. I wouldn't leave. You'd have to run me off. I'll play a pinball machine.
well,
all
the
night.
primary thing is the bowling alley, so some of the machines are kind of broken. But they
Yeah.
had like the Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
and they had, Fight. What's the
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter,
Yeah.
and they had
Some classics.
they had a lot of pinball machines, and they had Burger Time and Pac-Man, and
Yeah.
I've got those on my Wii though. Did you know that you can get those on the Wii?
Yes. Yeah. And they're fun, but I don't know.
It's not the same if it doesn't have an arcade machine.
I'm all about nostalgia.
I've noticed that.
Yeah. NBA Jam was a fun game. Arcade.
That was Reagan's favorite game because he always got to beat me at it.
I don't take you as real good in the sports games. You weren't real good at them in video games. But I would feel like in Zelda, you probably conquered Zelda.
I used to be really good at Dr. Mario and
Tetris.
Tetris.
That makes sense.
But I've lost my skill set. My kids all beat me now.
Oh,
so.
really? Well, you didn't lose it. You
We're
passed
old
it
now.
on.
We're old.
No, because that's your spawn. It's still you
Spawn.
in younger versions. You passed that on. Yeah. You can't beat them in Tetris anymore.
No. So speaking of G.I. Joe, so Jay needs to watch
G.I. Joe.
our show. So my buddy Jay watched the kids when they were younger, and he just won't let up because EJ goes. He says, "Mr. J, I've got to go to the bathroom." And so Jay goes, "Oh, okay. Well, here's go ahead. If you need any help, let me know." So he goes in there, and then EJ just pushes the door open while he's sitting on the toilet so that he can watch G.I. Joe while he's taking a dump.
I get it. I understand.
He's going to be really disappointed in me because I just told that story, I bet.
That's a great story.
But Jay says, I know where he got that from.
No, that's a great story. Why wouldn't you want to watch G.I. Joe while you take a dump?
But you sit there and people say that, but now everybody takes their phones.
Right. Yes, and you're watching. So yeah, it makes it. He was ahead of his time.
That's right. Kind of like people
man.
who used to read the newspaper on the toilet. They don't do that no more.
Man, I learned that trait from my dad. Yeah.
That was old school right there.
Yes. He kept all. We had a
Stack of newspapers right next to the toilet.
Well, and it was like a little, like a magazine holder, but it was all full of newspapers, and that's where he'd put them.
Sit there and read the newspaper while you're doing your business.
Oh yeah. That's the first thing he'd do when he came home from work. Take a dump. First thing he did when he woke up. Take a
Your
dump.
dad's probably watching the show going,
Yeah.
okay, that's enough of this.
No, he'll tell you. He would 2 dumps a day. When he first woke up and when he got home from work.
I didn't start doing that until the military. When you didn't have a choice, you couldn't really.
When you get older, oh yeah.
They're like, you don't get a chance.
You go when you can go. Oh, that's funny. Well, that's been a good show, huh?
You ready to call it?
Yeah, I think we ran through it was good topics, good talk.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks.
Yeah, thanks for waiting and coming on.
We ironed out Michael's password issues. So,
and
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you out.
No, Matt, no. I'm a 90-year-old when it comes to technology. I don't know anything.
Oh yeah,
included.
John says Tecmo Bowl.
Oh,
That's
Tecmo
the
Bowl.
original right there. And Tecmo Bowl, it seemed like they had the little game machine thing that you could play Tecmo Bowl on too.
Yeah, I think
before Game Boy. Like it's the same one that's in the Marvel.
So they have a
little football game.
Yeah, they have a very good documentary. I think it's on Netflix. It's about Madden.
Is it a 30 for 30?
No, it's not. Yeah, Bo Jackson was the best on Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah.
You could run all the way to your own end zone and then run 100 yards. They couldn't ever tackle you.
Because it's Bo.
Yeah, Bo Jackson and Tecmo Bowl.
Because Bo knows.
Yeah.
What all did Bo know? Bo knew a lot.
Bo know diddly. And that was the blues guy. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows football. Bo knows jazz.
Bo knows diddly.
Bo knows the blues. And I was like, Bo knows diddly.
Thank you very much. This has been another Abbott Scott production.
There we go. Thanks for watching.
Michael's custom